I haven't streamed in about a week. Y'all want a quick story time of my sickness from a few days ago? You want a quick story time to explain why I didn't stream? Quick story time. Explain what's going on. So if you guys are not on my Discord, discord.gg/KingSammeLIVE. So basically, I said next stream is tomorrow while we wait for more KingSammeLIVE content, right? I was like, guys, we're gonna stream tomorrow. You know, I haven't streamed in a little bit. Let's stream tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I think that was Wednesday, right? And then your boy said, count your days. He said, count your days. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, that doesn't, why do I gotta count my days? Like, is he just, he's pranking, right? He doesn't like mean, why would he mean anything by count your days, right? So I was like, okay, count your days, like, whatever. So I wake up the next morning and I feel fine. I wake up, I get out of bed, I feel great. My nose is a little bit stuffy. That's basically what it was. I was like, okay, my nose hurts a little bit. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta take a little bit of a dump. Okay? So I gotta take a little dump, right? As we usually do. Now, dumps, for me, are usually good. I take pretty good dumps. I don't know about you. I enjoy the dumps. They come out pretty smoothly. Don't got no issue with no dumps, right? So, I go to the bathroom, take a good dump, right? And you might think, is that where it went wrong? Trying to take the dump? No. This happened. I sat down on the toilet, right? I'm like, okay, we're gonna take a dump, right? And I sit down, and as soon as I sit down, it's like this feeling that can only be told as like some through your brain, like neurons. You're like, whoa. Like, you don't feel right. Like, you know, when you try to feel sick, you're like, okay, I don't feel right. So my thought for a split second was like, oh, do not tell me, am I going to throw up or something? Because I don't throw up very often, and no one likes throwing up. But it was worse than I thought. I started to feel sick. I blink. I open my eyes, and my head is on the ground. I don't know what happened. This is what happened. Let me play a picture. I'm sitting on the toilet. You ready? This is me. I'm sitting on the toilet, right? I blink. I woke up like this. I legit woke up like this. I don't like, scariest thing in my life. Blink, and then I'm like this. And I'm like, what just happened? I did not know where I was, bro. And I was terrified, bro. I was freaking terrified. Like, I'm suddenly on the ground. I don't know if it's still there, but I had I had a mark on my head from smashing my head on the ground. I literally just fell. Imagine just hitting your head on the freaking ground, bro. I needed to go squeeze, exactly. I open my eyes. I'm on the ground, right? I get up, I'm like, what just happened? And then you already know, guys, as soon as I get back up, sit on the toilet, bro, oh my gosh, bro. Dude, you guys don't understand. Like, if you think that's the worst part, bro, like the throwing up, no. Imagine violently throwing up while someone's stabbing you in the stomach. I don't know what was happening to me, bro. I start throwing up, bro. Well, it feels like someone stabbed my stomach. I'm like, what is going on, bro? And so, you gotta be more careful. How do I know that when I sit on the toilet, I'm gonna fall over, bro? How am I supposed to know that? Okay, but anyways, I sit down, I'm like, what is going on, right? I did not drink beer, bro. And so, I throw up a few times, and then I think the sickness is gone, right? So I'm sitting there for a few seconds, it's like where I'm literally like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my god. And my dad's helping me out, chat. W mom and dad, they helped me out. Made sure I was good. Mom and dad made sure I was good. But basically, I'm sitting there, and no, I didn't even snort cocaine. I actually took the day off that night before. I'm sitting there, and I think it's over. And we're talking 30 minutes sitting on the toilet, in between like throwing up or whatever, right? Sitting on the toilet. And then I'm like, I ate, chat. Imagine your stomach hurting so much where you're afraid of standing up that you'll just pass out and die, right? So I literally like have to crawl my way. Once like I'm done there, bro, I start crawling my way, and then I go down. This is me, chat. For the next hour, I go here, and I laid like this for an hour. I was like, bro. So I laid like this, right? I needed time. And then I was able to get a solid 30 minutes to an hour of no throwing up. I was like, oh. I was like, thank God it's over. Thank God it's over. But then you want to know what happened 1 hour later, chat? What do you guys think happened an hour later? Chat, you want to take a wild guess? What happened 1 hour later? Well, actually, maybe it was 30 minutes of laying like this. I said, I think I'm good. And I went, for the next, like, 20 minutes, whatever, bro. And so then I had to get back up. Got back up, bro. After that time, it was like a repeating cycle. Throwing up, feeling bad, then laying down. So then I got back up. And remember, through this whole time, I feel like I'm getting jabbed. I feel like someone's constantly punching my stomach. And so then I go outside and this was so hard. But I won't lie, parents clutched up. My parents put like a yoga mat near the grass in the backyard because I needed some sun, okay? So I laid out in the sun because I knew that I'd feel better than being inside the house. So I went outside, I laid on the mattress for like a good hour. I was on the mattress outside for a good hour, or the yoga mat. And I was like, oh dude, it's finally over. And I'm laying here, I'm feeling the stabs, right? But the throwing up is gone. But chat, you have to understand, it's not just like when the throwing up's gone, it's not like I don't have to. I'm literally a few times doing this. Like I'm sucking in the regurgitation. Like, bro, this is hell, bro. It's so bad. It's so bad. And so basically I'm sitting out there, bro. And then after an hour of laying down in the hot sun, what do you guys think happens after thinking it's over? After an hour of laying in the hot sun, what do y'all think happens? Boom, more. Another 30 minutes, bro. Like, are you kidding me? I went from going to take a normal poop in the toilet this morning to falling, hitting my head, now throwing up for 2 hours. What is going on with intense stomach pain? I'm like, what is going on, bro? So then after all that, we finally go back inside the house. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So I go inside the house. I lay down on like the floor in the bedroom for a bit. But then after 5 minutes, I then realize it's not coming out of here anymore. There's somewhere else. Somewhere else that's about to fly out. Somewhere else that instead of flying out of here, we're about to get some F-150 power. I don't know what I'm saying. Horsepower. Okay? So then I realize it's time. So then I go to the toilet, chat. I sit down. And I'd rather crap any day than throw up. But this is what you have to understand, chat. What do you have to do to poop? What's the number one thing? You have to push it out. You have to push it out. So in order to poop, you have to, right? But because it feels like someone is stabbing my stomach, the tiniest little hurts like hell, bro, and makes me want to throw up. So then I sit on the toilet, and I go, and then I throw up instead of pooping! I literally could not poop because I was throwing up. I couldn't poop because I was throwing up, bro. Like, it was so bad. And so then I'm throwing up, and then finally, I'm like, Body took a screenshot. Next thing I know, guys, this is what happens. I'm like, you know what? I have to become a man. I gotta suck through the pain and just do one big push. So I give it my all. It wasn't a, it was more like a, but I do it, bro. And I just want y'all to know, bro. Yeah, I got the secret ending, bro. I got the secret ending. You want to know what happened to my glutamus maximus? Whoa! 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 Release! 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 That, dude, it freaking flew. I have never felt all of my insides just come out like that, bro. I felt like I emptied like 8 pounds. It was crazy. I hope no one's joining the stream right now. Hope no one's joining the stream right now. But, bro, it released like crazy, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it was insane. So I'm sitting there, and once that dump came out, and bro, it was so bad. Like, you know how, like, when you poop, like, you don't, like, usually smell it instantly? Like, as soon as it came out, the whole bathroom literally smelled, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. You don't understand how it smelled in there, bro. Like, instantly. I'm talking instantly. The fumes were insane. It was so bad, I couldn't even, like, see what I just did. Like, you know, usually you're like, how big was it? But no, this time I was like, no, I'm flushing it. I just flushed it. I couldn't check it. I couldn't. So I just flushed it, bro. I was done with that. And as soon as that went down, bro, I threw up a few more times. But then after that, I went back on the floor, laid down, woke up an hour later, and it was over. Bro, chat, dude, you cannot understand my relief, bro. My life literally was at an all-time high. Stallion, why'd you just say, give me a whiff? Like, hello? Of what? Now, chat, it gets even crazier. Guys, it gets even crazier. It doesn't even end, bro. So we went to this place right here. This is where people go that are going to die. No, I'm joking. I'm trolling. So this is where people go to, like, rejuvenate themselves that need, like, like, people go here if they need, like, rejuvenation, or if they need, like, people don't go here if they're sick, but some people do go if they're sick. So basically they hooked up an IV bag, okay? What an IV bag is it puts fluids in your body of water, but, like, a lot of vitamins and stuff, right? So basically they put a shot and they're injecting this whole bag. They put 2 bags in my body. Usually 1, but they gave me 2. They put 2 of these. They stuck it in a nerve, and they were injecting this for like an hour. But 2 bags of that, right? You had to get 4 bags? What? Okay, that's crazy. Maybe your bags are smaller, but that's insane. But this bag is pretty big. But this is basically what they told me, chat. What they told me is that most people, after putting in 1 IV bag, after 1 IV bag, people usually say, "True." After 1 IV bag, people usually have to go to the bathroom. Usually after just 1. Just 1 IV bag, bro. Then they said after 2 bags, people most definitely got to go to the bathroom. But I got 2 IV bags, went home, and didn't go to the bathroom for 2 hours. I had nothing in my body, bro. I had so little stuff in my body because of, like, all the vomiting and stuff that I literally needed all that, bro. Like, the fact I didn't pee meant I was empty, bro. I didn't have the jazzy juice, bro. So now I'm good, praise God. But basically, I think it's just watching my health, bro. This is literally, you were low in blood sugar? That's the thing. I don't know what I have, bro. I don't know. Chat, do you guys think the moral of the story is just to eat better? Is that what I got to do? In terms of health and what I eat, genuinely am actually usually good at eating healthy. Like, I'm not the type of like, I don't drink soda, and I'm not the type of person who usually eat sugar and all that. But I fell off the past month. I literally have been eating my grandma's ginger snaps for like 2 weeks. So I think it could be a sugar overdose. I don't know. Like, my body might not be able to take in sugar. Because I go through these phases where I literally eat so clean for like 6 months, and now I've been eating garbage. I think my body just was not used to that change. But I could be wrong. But anyways, chat, are y'all ready to get back into just streaming in general? Chat, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.